Hey guys, this is Ariko Braddock here, and today I wanted to go ahead and discuss one of my most anticipated comics likely of the year, which happened to come out today. Of course, I am referring to the one, the only Flashpoint Beyond #0. Flashpoint Beyond #0 was written by Geoff Johns. You may know Geoff Johns from his work on Flashpoint, the legendary DC Comics series, which was drawn by Andy Kubert, as well as works like Green Lantern with the legendary Doug Mahnke, Blackest Night with Yvonne Heiss. Safe to say there are a lot of really important Geoff Johns works, and we can go ahead and add Flashpoint Beyond Zero to the list as well. Over on the art, we have Eduardo Risso. Eduardo Risso is popular for his marquee series, 100 Bullets, with writer Brian Azzarello, published at Vertigo. In addition, the duo re-teamed for a Batman miniseries introducing one of the characters in this miniseries, of course, Batman Flashpoint Night of Vengeance. That was a great series. Really urge you to go ahead and check that out and head back over to this video. Next up, we have Trish Mulvihill. Trish Mulvihill also worked with this team over on 100 Bullets, coloring that series as well. So great to have an Eisner Award-winning color artist for this really special issue. Glad to have Trish on the team here. Next up on the letters, we've got Rob Leigh. Rob Leigh previously worked on Action Comics with James Robinson. Rob Leigh is just a prolific DC Comics letterer and has been working on lots of your favorite titles. And lastly, we have a cover here from Dexter Soy, who worked with Kelly Sue DeConnick on Captain Marvel, and Alex Sinclair, who has worked with Geoff Johns on titles like Justice League and probably a lot of your favorite others as well. All right, so we talked about the creative team. Let's talk about the comic book. This is a very highly anticipated next stage leading up to DC's huge Dark Crisis event. But before we get there, we have to set the table, do the curtains, we have to get everything ready. And frankly, that's what Flashpoint Beyond is all about. One of the things that this title does is really take all of the previous elements of continuity and throws them in a blender and mixes them all together. Before we head any deeper into the video, I want to give a spoiler warning for anybody who hasn't read Doomsday Clock, Flashpoint, Flashpoint Batman Night of Vengeance, or The Multiversity. I know it's a lot of titles, but you're gonna need the context from these books in order to really understand what's going on in Flashpoint Beyond Zero. The issue opens with Flashpoint Batman looking over at the Time Master's lair and seeing that basically 5G is no longer going to happen. So this is an extremely controversial moment because 5G was a publishing initiative for DC that was going to have them see all of their next generation characters get introduced to the DC universe. This situation is such a meta moment to be referencing that initiative that didn't even happen in a comic book in your main continuity. There is so much here. This is a dense comic book that goes deep into Flashpoint Batman. The book is very heavily violent, and I was really surprised to see just where the creative team went. But I shouldn't have been, because if you go back to Batman Night of Vengeance, that series is extremely dark. 100 Bullets is extremely dark. And Eduardo Risso is an artist who is great at the mood. He always sets the scene with just harrowed looks and characters really contorting their facial expressions to show that they're under a certain level of duress. It's just so gritty. Especially later on in the book, there's some darker elements when Flashpoint Batman is kind of more aware of where he's in. He's aware that basically this universe that he thought sunsetted him, into happiness and let him move on, it's back now. And he's aware that it's back and that it shouldn't be and that he should have stopped all of this. So we see Flashpoint Batman continually fighting against the universe and against, some of the decisions that he's made. It's really just enthralling. Having somebody who is self-aware about what they're doing and fighting back against it is a fascinating story trope that really, lets this series get good from page 1, panel 1. The script here is very intricate from Geoff Johns. We see Thomas, Flashpoint Batman, really reacting to his surroundings in real time. He makes decisions kind of on the fly, and it's really left to up to readers to piece together where some of the story elements are from, who some of these new characters are, and where Thomas is going. Also, Johns does a great job pulling in additional elements from Flashpoint that were not very well addressed from the main series here. We get flashbacks to and callbacks to what was going on with characters like Aquaman here and Superman. So there's just so much here. This is a really fantastic issue, and if this is what DC's main books are going to look like, I'm really happy that I'm along for the journey and want to encourage everybody else to come along with me. Let me know your thoughts on Flashpoint Beyond number 0. Did you like it as much as I did? What did you think about the art? I thought it was really crazy. Keep coming over to this channel. We're going to be doing videos about comic books and video games every Wednesday. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking with me. Follow me on Twitter. You can reach me at @AricoBraddock. Everybody have a great day. Bye.